All right, video 2 here talking about point slope form. So we have our next question, which looks like this. It says, what is the graph of y minus 3 equals negative 2/3 x plus 1? So what I will do here is I will write down point slope form underneath this. Y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. And I need to grab the slope from this and a point from this. Let's start with the slope because it's pretty easy to identify. So the slope is just where the m is. It's going to be negative 2/3. Notice I'll put the negative with the 2. This means I'm going to go down 2 and right 3 when I count my slope. So now I need that point to count the slope from. Well, that's going to be the x1, y1 from your point slope form. So where's where the x1 is? We have a 1 here. Now notice, though, that it's not a minus 1, it's a plus 1. What this means is this says x minus a negative 1. The minus minus is what makes that plus sign right there. So that means your x1 value is actually a negative 1. I know that's going to be tricky for some of you. So if you see a plus sign up there, you're going to pull out a negative number. Over here, where the y1 is, see how it matches the negative sign? So your y1 is just a 3. So you kind of have to remember that when you pull out these numbers, it's the opposite sign of what is in the formula. So opposite signs. So this is your point you're going to start with. You go left 1 and up 3. So remember, when you plot a point, it's not the slope. You go x first, y second, left or right first, up or down second. But now, from that point, you count the slope. We're going to go down 2, 1, 2, right 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'll do it one more time just to get a nice graph. Down 2, right 3. And there we go. And that's this linear equation in point slope form. All right, last but not least, favorite part of the lessons, the word problems. Here we go. So it says an event facility has a banquet hall that can hold up to 250 people. The price for a party includes the cost of the room rental plus the cost of meal for each guest. Marissa is planning an event that for 75 people, she has budgeted $1,200 for the party. Will it be enough? So the first thing we're going to do here is we have some data, right? We have a number of guests and then the cost for that, for having those many guests. We're going to grab 2 points and we're going to create this point slope form equation. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use the 2 smallest points, which would be this fork here and this fork here. The x is the number of guests and the y is the cost. So my 2 points will be 50 guests costs $725, and then 100 guests costs $13.25 or $1,325. So this is my x1, y1. This is my x2, y2. I must find the slope between these 2 points. Remember that slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I just took my numbers that I labeled and put them right in there. Simplify the top, that's 600. Simplify the bottom, that's 50. And 600 divided by 50 is 12. Your slope is 12. That is going to be $12 per person. That's how much it costs. So now you take whatever point you want. I'm going to take this point right here. I'll do it in blue. Take this point right here. And now we're going to plug it into point slope form. Y minus y1, 725, equals m12 times x minus x150. And there is your point slope form for this equation of how much it costs to rent this banquet hall. So now the question is, will 75, 1,200, right? We want to have 75 people and we budgeted $1,200. So how much does 75 people cost, right? So how much is it going to cost for 75 people? Okay. Well, this 75 is going to be our x value. We're going to take 75 and we're going to plug it in for x. That's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to take this equation right here, and I'm going to replace my x with 75. So y minus 725 equals 12 times 75 minus 50. What I would do is I would simplify this side first because it's all numbers. So I do 12 times 75 minus 50 in Desmos. So this is y minus 725 equals, and that's 300. We need to do Desmos. And then to get y by itself to find the total cost, we're going to add 725 to both sides. And I got y equals 1,025. Which means that if she wants 75 guests, she needs to have $1,025. Well, she budgeted $1,200. So she is well within her budget. So over here, I'll kind of give a written answer. So Marissa only needs $1,025. So she will have enough. And again, it's the idea that 1,025 is less than 1,200. All right, great. We're done with point slope form. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.